If there is one issue that I would love to be my signature issue or the issue about which I feel most passion, it is the issue of government spending. I think, the Constitution, I truly believe it was inspired by God and that it is an amazing document that has inspired so many other constitutions around the world. But if it has one really major flaw, and I don't know how to fix this flaw, at least in terms of the Constitution, it is that there's very little downside and lots of upside for Congress to spend like drunken sailors. They love to spend. And I'm running against Mike Simpson primarily for that very reason. He is on several appropriations subcommittees, and he gets to make and vote on lots of different budgets. And he gives lip service to things like fiscal restraint and the national debt. But my perception is that he really, really loves to spend. And I don't. I think that it's terrible that we spend as much as we do. We have become a nation of helpless, entitled, needy people who can't provide for ourselves anymore and can never break out of this cycle of dependency that is so wrong, so immoral, so unhealthy for our nation. There are so many good causes. There are countless good causes. There are so many good ways that money could be spent, way more good causes than there is money to spend on them in this world. And I feel like all of those causes, when I visualize them, I see them as a bunch of hands reaching up out of the ground and clamoring for somebody to put money into them. Please help me, help me. And many of these causes are outstanding, and I have given to many, and I believe in them. And I hope that my fellow Idahoans feel as strongly that there are great causes out there and people that definitely need our help and support. The problem is when the government takes care of those needs, it can never meet all of those needs, of course. That's obvious. But somebody in Washington has to decide which of all those hands reaching up, which of those hands are going to get some money and how much money they're going to get. And when the government gives that money, it often is a one-size-fits-all scenario. It's not a means of giving the money where the government agency or employee is in tune with the specific individual organization and that person's needs. It's more like, fill out these papers, meet these requirements, and you get X. Done. Next, please. But even worse than that is the fact that government spending in every case is compulsory. It's mandatory. It's not voluntary. It's forced. You don't get a choice as to whether you want to support women and infant children or Medicaid or any of those programs. You don't get a choice as to whether you want Social Security taken out of your check or Medicare. You simply have to do that. It's the nature of government that these things are not voluntary. There are lots of people that say Christians should support the Democrat or Democratic platform because it's all about helping the poor. But the Jesus Christ that I know and love and that I have studied throughout my life is not one who would ever want to force people to be charitable or to give to the poor. That was not his program. Yes, he commanded us to give to the poor, but only of our own volition. It should be our choice. It should be our decision, never forced. When it's done through the government, the way it's done now, there are gross inefficiencies, inequities, unfairness, and so many debates in Congress are about whether money should be going to this program versus that program, and they're all competing against each other with lobbyists. It's awful. I think spending from the federal government should be very, very much minimized compared to what it is today. And I think that we should only spend in ways that are strictly constitutional. So if we think that there's some area where we should be spending federal dollars that is not in the Constitution, then we need to amend the Constitution so that that becomes constitutional. Those are my views on federal spending.